So the Scarabs, my team, I think it's fair to vote us in the bottom because we're the newest team out there. You know, we got guys from the SEC, guys from Xbox, Inbound, who was on Obey last year. And, you know, so it's very hard to have high expectations for my team, but after playing, you know, scrims with them and everything like that, I have nothing but high expectations for our team.
Scarabs, I feel like this is on paper the weakest roster in the league. No offense to their players when you just compare it to everyone else. Feels a little bit like a leftover roster if you consider what happened in Roster Apocalypse, but I mean, they have a lot of potential, obviously, like Layers, Boronic, Inbound, like they will play together on console, so I mean, they'll have good synergy there. We've seen what SOT can do, like if he's at his peak, and obviously Zap's the two-time, you know, he's always been a good leader for his team, so team has potential, but on paper, I'd say they're pretty weak.
As long as their scrim environment stays good, and as long as their mentals stay good, I think they should take an approach to learn from losses and to learn from mistakes over expecting to come in and be a top team. And I think that they can be a top 4 team, but it's going to take a lot more work than the other teams need to put in.
Pretty excited to see how Layers does. I think he's been a player who in the console scene was really successful, and then he's had a couple of good like SEC or like amateur level teams. So I think he could have a lot of potential, and I think him and there's just some other like, you know, former boxers on the team like him and Bobby and Boronic. So I feel like that'll be a pretty fun team for them. They'll all get along. So I don't expect them to be like a top team by any means, but I think they'll surprise most people.
I think they're kind of like going to be the underdog story of the SPL this year. I think Zapman's going to do something similar to what he did with Trifecta when they had like Sam and Paul, and I think Neil even back then was quite the rookie.
Yeah, because he's like taken some rookies and stuff, and you know, like Paul, Sam, and stuff like that, and you know, meshed them well into a team, and they've improved over the course of a year. So I think towards the beginning of this season, they're gonna do pretty poorly versus some of the better teams. But if they can stick together and mesh well, you know, just be cohesive, then I think they can do stuff later on in the year.
They're gonna do well. Like Zapman is gonna be the leader for sure. But then I feel like Solar Troll and Liars have a lot of potential. Like Solar Troll, even when he was on Splice, he was a top solo laner in my opinion. So he can be again a top solo laner. So yeah.
I think Zap's a really good player on newer teams. Usually does a pretty good job. And I played with Zap and solo in the past, so it'll be. I don't know, I think they could be good. I don't think they'll be last place, like that's where everybody has them, but who knows, like, I don't know.
Everyone's mechanically gifted on my team. What we lack is direction and, you know, just playing as a team and being on the same page and all those kind of things. And I think that's something that I bring to a team. I've been playing the game for about 9 years now. I know how to win. I know how to, you know, I know what makes a good team. And so I look forward to working with these guys and showing pretty much everyone in the SMITE community what we can do.